I didn't know what to expect other than it was going to be 24 hours nonstop.
We come in here thinking we're elite athletes in regards to what we do on the football field, but this field of play is completely different.
Follow me. I'm going to assign you guys your tents, show you your gear, and get you kitted up.
Our first orders were put our stuff down, go get dressed, and be prepared for briefing.
My name's Karachi. I run command and control. I respect that you're gifted athletes, but I'm more interested in what you're made of and what's in your heart.
When you come into a room, you need to clear this fatal funnel as quick as possible. If not, you're gonna get shot.
When you go into a room, first guy, his job is to push down to the wall, then come back and clear. There might be a guy in front of you, but that's not your guy to stop and shoot because you're gonna mess everybody up.
Here, in our world, no mistakes. If your head isn't engaged, go the home. That concludes live fire.
130, not 140.
200.
200, he said. Sold it, $200.
Call me a fool, but I really wanted this piece.
Volt Amp Electric Manufacturing Company, Baltimore, Maryland. It's talking about holding things in your hands and putting current through your body. It could be worth $500 or it could be worth $50. I'm gonna have to bring it to an expert.
I got the perfect guy to bring this to. Mysterion. He's really out there, man.
Oh, there you are, Mysterion.
Ah, Billy, how you doing, my friend?
Take a look at this.
Oh, I know what this is already. Just as I suspected. Each one of these switches feed these coils. If you don't mind holding that, please. Let's see if this works. Dead serious.
Yeah.
He wants to see a little pain for his expertise.
Amy Winehouse passed away in her London home at 27 years old. She was tragically young, and dying at 27 put her in the company of a large group of musicians who died at the same age, collectively known as the 27 Club.
You wrote a whole book about the 27 Club. You explored lots of different aspects of this. You could not do a book about the 28 Club, right? And it can't be a coincidence with this many people.
It's definitely more than a coincidence. I mean, just by looking at the stats in terms of number of rock stars who have died young, the number of 27s is way beyond any other number. It's pretty clear at this point that there is something to the extent of a curse of the 27.
I think for the most part it's a coincidence because when you look at the number of people who've died at the age of 27 as compared to the total population, of course statistically it's insignificant.
To talk about the 27 Club in general terms, I think it does touch on something that's important.
It is, I think, just a coincidence. I don't really think death is fated.
These people died at 27 because they died at 27, but the unifying factor, drugs and fame.
I'm telling you, man, this year is looking up.
This year's gonna rule.
I guarantee this is nothing you've ever seen before.
What now, bitches? I want you to kill the party planner. Mr. President, welcome to Detroit!
Thank you all. It is good to be back in Detroit. We've come through a difficult decade in which wealth was valued over work and greed was valued over responsibility. We are one nation. We are one people. We will rise and we will fall together. Anyone who doesn't believe it should come here to Detroit.
My name is Sean Forbes. I'm a deaf musician. When I was growing up, I felt angry about being deaf because I felt like, why me? Why was I chosen to be the one who is deaf? I was the only deaf person in my family.
Sean grew up in a household full of music, and his foot was always going. He was around 1.5 years old when they noticed that speech was a little delayed. Really, his grandfather was the one that said, hey, this is a hearing loss. When you first hear something like that, you think, you know, where are we going to go with this? It was not unusual for some really awesome musicians to be over at the house. Johnny B. Bedanjic, the drummer for Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels, used to come over to the house and sit on the drum kit with him when he was 5 years old.
1, 2, 3.
Nothing. That's what he's hearing. His father came to me and he goes, you know, my son would like to play drums. I thought, how's he going to play drums? He's deaf. And he said, well, he hears vibration.
We were told basically that he would be very limited. Look at him now.
Come to my door with the rose in the teeth. Look at so pretty, it's hard to breathe.
Just absolutely blown away because nobody's seen this coming.
When they tell you got a lot to prove, you better move. Cause when the day is over, everything's full.
Sean has that Detroit spirit. We don't even hear the word no, and I'll do whatever I want, motherfucker.